All right, this is Brad Finter for Biomechanics, Regis University poster presentation, and mine is over the effect of the isometric hold on hand grip EMG, and it is essentially a fatigue analysis. So a little background here. Fatigue is a useful tool for measuring muscle activity. In this case, we're using surface EMG, and we're going to look at fatigue through amplitude overall. So our hypothesis being that amplitude is going to increase as time increases. So we had 8 subjects, all from the Regis University DPT program. And what we did was place electrodes on the wrist extensors and wrist flexors. And we got a maximal voluntary contraction. And we use that looking at with the hand grip dynamometer. Afterwards, participants were going to hold that for 25% of their MVC, and they're going to do this until fatigued or until 300 seconds passed. And we took values every 15 seconds. And you can kind of see this down here in the graph and table. So from each subject, since everybody was going to drop out at a different rate, I looked at their beginning MVC, in the middle, wherever that happened to lie, and the end, whenever they ultimately reached their fatigue point. Looked at the mean and standard deviation and the standard error of measurement. So down here you see that for the flexors, amplitude actually went down. For the extensors, towards the end especially, it actually went up. And if you look over here at our hypothesis, that's kind of the opposite of what we thought was going to happen. We expected amplitude to go up as fatigue went up, and that was not the case. So amplitude decreased for wrist flexors, increased for wrist extensors. So our hypothesis wasn't fully supported. I believe Rhoda et al. Looked at some interesting stuff here and found that amplitude decrease could signal fatigue in those muscles as other muscles are recruited to help. So that is one kind of takeaway there, that even though we expect to see an increase, a decrease in wrist flexion could mean that there are other things, that are other muscles coming in to help with that. So, and clinically that's very important. It's possible that fatigue can cause change in form to help compensate, and as a physical therapist, it's very important that you try to mitigate these effects, especially if you're trying to work a specific muscle and have specific form. So I think that is the main takeaway from this quick study that we did.